Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro and welcome to my weekly finds. I'm gonna say it just up front, get yourself a drink, take a nice comfortable chair because this is gonna be a hell of a ride and I'm gonna blow you out of your chair. This week has been amazing again and I promise you after this pile is gone, there will be not a single common game in here. So first up, a pile of Atari games, and these are all pretty common. Your usual suspects: Dig Dug, Football, Pole Position, Pac-Man, Jungle Hunt, Battlezone, Space Invaders. The usual. Great games, but not worth much. Then some Game Boy games, Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold. They always sell well, so I always pick these up when I see them laying around. Great games, of course. Every kid of my generation grew up with Pokemon, and that's still to this day. Then NES. Some common titles: Top Gun 2, Tennis, Star Wars, Mega Man 3, not a common title of course. Castlevania 3, same goes for that, great game. Mario Bros, World Cup, and Hammering Harry, which is the most special one in here. This is a really cool PAL only game. If you haven't heard of it, check out the videos of this game on YouTube. It's quite a cool platforming game and definitely worth picking up. The last one I got here is the 4-in-1 Pirate, and this one has Rekka. And I opened this for a reason, because I want to show you how Pirate usually looks like from the inside. So this is clearly a non-official NES cartridge. You can see it on the sticker, you can see it on the cartridge, but when you open it, you see this is a Famicom converter. This part is the Famicom converter, and this is a Famicom game which has the Pirate ROMs. So basically, if you buy these and you manage to open them without breaking them, you can get a free Famicom converter for all your Famicom games. And the games were hiding something cool in the back, because that is, if you've seen my videos before, you know what that is. But in case you haven't, the Omega sign should give you a small hint, but when I open it up, it should tell you that it's Kratos. There we go, it's a pop out of Kratos. Comes with a God of War figurine with the Blades of Athena, and a press disc over there, and the game. So this is the press kit for God of War Chains of Olympus on the PlayStation Portable. Really cool little press kit. Not too extravagant, but it's nice to have. And since I already have a copy, this one is going to be for sale. So first, the things that I'm going to show you are the things that I'm going to be selling. I have bought a crazy amount of Neo Geo last week actually. I didn't even buy it, but I traded it from another collector. And if you want to see these games more in depth, be sure to check out my Neo Geo video, which is also online, because there I show the cartridges, the manuals, the back of the box, etc. Starts with a Neo Geo CD, joystick controller, complete in the box, great condition. Not going to keep that because I have AES controllers and I prefer those. Then AES games I'm going to be selling. I'm going to go through these quick because I already have an 18-minute video up on YouTube on showing you these games. So if you want to see more about these, check that out. Cyberlip, these are all Japanese by the way. Cyberlip, and this is the cardboard box version, which is really rare. Art of Fighting 1. World Heroes 2 Jet. Again, Art of Fighting 1. Super Sidekicks 2. Samurai Spirits 2, or Samurai Showdown as we know it in the West. King of Fighters 96. Galaxy Fight Universal Warrior. Samurai Showdown 3. Samurai Showdown 1, or Samurai Spirits. World Heroes 2. Another copy of Samurai Spirits 2. Art of Fighting 2. And King of Fighters 94. This is only the first part of the AES games. I'll show you more later, but be sure to check out that other video for more in-depth information. That big trade also came with a lot of MVS games. And since I don't have an MVS, these are all gonna go out of my house again. These are all Japanese for some exceptions, and reading the labels is kinda hard for me, but the previous owner was so nice, or actually not really nice because it damages the game in my opinion, but he has written the name of the game on the label. Let's see if I can get a focus on that. Can't really because of the background. There you see it. This is Fatal Fury Part 3. I'm just gonna name the games because showing you all of them is a bit too hard. Samurai Showdown 4, King of Fighters 2002, SVC Capcom, SVC Chaos as in K vs Capcom, Metal Slug 2, this is King of Fighters 99, Real Bout Fatal Fury Special, Puzzled Upon 3, Puzzled Upon 1, Samurai Spirits, so that's part 1 again, Samurai Spirits 3, and last is The Last Blade. So those were the MVS games. Then we're off to one of the older consoles I usually buy stuff for, and that's the Vectrex. Console by MB, Milton Bradley, came with a built-in screen. I already got the console with this, also got the console with this, but I've shown you that one 1,000 times, so I'm not going to show you that again because I have to carry that one upstairs and it's quite heavy. Web Warp, these are all complete and great condition. Scramble, Solar Quest, Cosmic Chasm, Space Wars, and check out the condition of these games. Early 80s and still in blinking mint condition. Don't you love that? Rip Off, Starhawk, Armor Attack, Starship, Bedlam, Fortress of Narzod, and Berserk. And in case you guys don't know what's inside a Vectrex box, I'll show you. Let me get it all out. It comes with, of course, the game, the cartridge. Really big inlay for a really small cartridge. Then it has the manual, and it's also supposed to have this protecting paper, and inside we find the overlay. And since the Vectrex is a black and white console, or actually it's light moving in the back, you can place these over the screen to create some effect of color on the screen. It really works. It works kind of well on most games. It really puts in an extra effect. So those were the Vectrex games I bought this week. I haven't really started collecting Dreamcast games yet, but I picked these up this week. Shenmue 1 and 2, both complete and with the cardboard outer box. I already have these. I even had these before I had a Dreamcast. Picked up a Dreamcast a couple of weeks ago, as you could have seen in my videos. These are apparently really mind-blowing adventure games, which really changed the way video games are played and made. But personally, I'm not too interested in them because it's not my type of game and not my setting. It's all based in a Japanese village, I believe. So that was it for the Dreamcast, and now I have something really strange or odd, or I had never seen it before. This is a Philips mini cart video, well, that's the French version, digital video mini cartridge. Basically, this is a cartridge that you plug into your Philips video pack. No, sorry, not video pack, CDI. It's a big unit, as you can see, and it allows you to play VCD or video CDs. Back in the day, those were the leading platform for videos because they didn't have DVDs yet. But that was only short-lived, and the quality was really shitty. Then one PS2 game, but not a bad one. Volume 2 Reminiscence for the Point Hack, Dot Hack GU series. Only got released in America, so when I find these, I usually pick them up because finding these in Europe can be quite hard and quite expensive. Then some Super Nintendo titles, and these are quite special. First up is Mega Man X. Of course, a great game, but the cheapest one in the series, as it goes for the Super Nintendo at least. Then Final Fantasy II. Didn't get released in Europe, so only NTSC version. And yeah, it's a mind-blowing RPG, really cool RPG. I haven't finished it, but I played it for a couple of hours and really love these kind of games. Same goes for Final Fantasy III. Many see this as one of the high points in the series, even better than Final Fantasy VII, which is often seen as the best game in the series, which I do really like. Then a really cool, I had never seen this before. It's RoboCop vs Terminator. My camera has a bit of trouble trying to get focus on this. And this is a plastic top of the box, and the back of the box is just cardboard. This is NTSC version. I don't think it got released like this in Europe. Haven't seen it before. The manual has to come folded because it doesn't fit in the box. And there's of course the cartridge. And I picked up 2 copies of this. There's another one. And I just couldn't let that lay there. I just had to have it. One for myself, one for the trade or sale. Not sure if these are rare or valuable at all, but they just look amazing. Great box art, great design. So there's one more item that I will be selling, but I'm not going to show you that yet because that is the end of the video. That's the big blow. And just to give you a little tip, it's a SNES game, and it's probably the SNES game that every collector wants to have, even if you're not into collecting really rare or expensive games. So stuff that I'm going to be keeping. First up, of course, if you bought a bunch of AES games, you need a Neo Geo AES. Console in good condition, and of course with the monster of a joystick. This one plays fantastically, and just listen to this. Don't you just love that sound? That's nostalgia for me, that sound. Really love it, and I've been playing this for quite a while since I got my AES stuff, and I really love it. So let's get to the AES games that I'm keeping then. I'm gonna move this pile forward, over here, and another pile up. Okay, quite heavy games they are. First up, Ninja Combat. These are all either American games that I don't have, or Japanese games that don't have an American release, or are quite rare, so I'm gonna keep that one until I have an American version. This, by the way, is a Neo Geo MVS converter for the AES, so you can play MVS games on your AES. I also got this multi-cartridge for the MVS, has 161 games, but it's not really functioning the way I hoped it would. A lot of games just boot to the MVS screen and then don't do anything at all. So I need to check if I'm doing something wrong, or I'm gonna send that one back. Super Spy, Magician Lord, Ghost Pilots, Baseball Stars. This is Joy Joy Kid, and this is the cardboard box version, the rare version, and it's a Japanese only game. It looks to be a Tetris battle kind of game. And it's a really early game because it only has 22 megs. Then Matri Melee, or Matri Melee, or not sure how you call it. A really strange fighting game, and it's really fun. You play with old women and old fellows and a guy in a dog suit, and really cool fighting game with amazing animations. Be sure to check that one out on YouTube if you don't know this game. Matri Melee. You can see it here on the bottom how you spell that. And by the way, if you want to see more info on these games, my other video told you that already. Miracle Adventure, Japanese game as well, only released in Japan. Riding Hero, Nam 1975, Sengoku, Alpha Mission 2, really cool shoot 'em up game, really love playing that. Thrash Rally, and the last one is Blues Journey. So, the next thing is a really strange PS2 item that I've never seen before, and I just couldn't let this I couldn't skip this. This is a thing to, how do you say that? To make sure that your kids don't play longer than you want them to play, or don't play when you don't want them to play. When you see here on the back, I haven't opened it yet, but you can input a code here. So your PlayStation, you shove your PlayStation in here, gets locked up on the front, and it connects to the power, and if you don't input the right code, it doesn't get power. So this is like a parent lock for your PlayStation 2. Only works for the slim model, but I just had to have this for my PlayStation collecting. For my PlayStation collection, sorry. Next up is a mask item. Let's see where I put it. Here it is. This is Dynamo, one of the smaller vehicles, not as rare, not really rare, but this one is in extremely good condition, and the good thing is it comes with the cardboard inlay, which makes the box sturdy because it's 100% full instead of just a car moving around in the box. We're gradually getting closer to the end of the video, so I hope the tension is rising for you as well as it is for me. This is Soleil, or Soleil, or Soleil, or not sure how I call it. For the Sega Mega Drive, didn't have it complete, now I do have it complete. Appears to be a Zelda-esque game, and I like those, so that's why I wanted it. Then something I got for free with a purchase, it's a little I Love Mario button. If you don't value the little things, you don't value the big things, right? Then this is the MotorStorm press kit. Let's get that open. Has a nice MotorStorm Apocalypse, by the way. Has a nice 3D lenticular thing in there. It also has an opening, which is really smart, so you don't damage the rest of the box. Comes with a bunch of cards, CDs, of course, game CD, and a press kit CD. MotorStorm is by far my favorite racing game on the PS3. I'm not a simulation racer, I'm an arcade racer, so MotorStorm does everything I want a racing game to do. This is Mario 2, the Game Boy Classics, NES Classics or Famicom Classics version. I got this for free from a fellow collector because he had a spare copy. And yeah, this is really cool. This is the original Mario Bros. 2. You of course know the story about this game and Dodonpachi and the Mario we got in the West. If you don't, check that out on YouTube. It's a must know for every collector. And the cool thing about this is this inside is also a little box, and in that little box is the game. So it has a lot of cool little extras. 4 games left to the end of this video, and the first one is Mega Man Extreme for the Game Boy Color. I haven't played it yet, but it appears to be an old school Mega Man title. So this completes my Game Boy Color set for the Mega Man series, and I'm still trying to complete the Game Boy Advance set. And while we're talking about Mega Man, I also completed the Super Nintendo set this week, because this is the PAL Super Nintendo version of Mega Man 7. I already had the American version, but as you know, I'm a European collector. I want the European version, and now I have the European version. The American version can be sold or traded. Great game. Mega Man are all great games, by the way. Some are less great than others, but they're still better than average games. First to last item is a really cool Super Nintendo game I picked up, Harvest Moon. And the cool thing about this Harvest Moon is that it's the Australian version. As you can see on the little flap here, it has the AUS code, so AUS of course stands for Australia. And the artwork on this game is so much better than on the mainland Europe version we got. Because just check out how this looks with the green, which kind of fits with the Harvest Moon theme, the nice artwork over here, and the great art on the back. And then I'll show you the version we got in the mainland. And that one I have over here. This one doesn't look so cool. It shows a moon, which of course fits with Harvest Moon, but that's about it. Which version looks more appealing to you? I kinda thought so. This one is also a lot more rare. And this one is in German, which I don't like, so this one's gonna be for sale. This one I'm keeping. Then the last item. I wonder if you figured out which one it is. I think most of you will know because it's kind of a dead giveaway. But it's the second time I found it in the Netherlands. It's the second time I found it in mint condition. And I'm proud to present to you Earthbound. Complete in absolute great condition, as you can see. Comes with the guide, comes with the cartridge. And this is one of the coolest RPGs on the Super Nintendo. Has a really special setting because it's set in the present time. It's not a fantasy game. And yeah, most people love this RPG. I'm personally not a big fan of the game itself. As a collector I'm a big fan of it, but as a gamer I kind of prefer other type of RPGs. But this is a highlight in everyone's collection. Since this is my second copy, this one will be up for trade or for sale. And yeah, I'm just really happy to find this one again. I'm gonna do an unboxing video of this one to show you all the content, show you the inside of the book with the scratch cards, etc. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed collecting it. And be sure to check out my other videos, and see you next time. Bye bye.